Welcome back, everybody. It's Zach here, bringing us another fantasy football video. In this one, I will be going over the final 8 games of Week 3, going over every single fantasy relevant player, and hopefully getting you guys all set up to get your lineup set for some pretty pivotal Week 3 matchups. Should be a fun slate of games as well. I think we got a lot of great games to talk about here, and hopefully I can do my best to help you guys get those lineups set and get some wins this week. So, as always, if you guys do have any specific start-sit questions, just let me know in the comments below. A lot of fun interacting with you guys there, and then of course, if you guys did miss or if I don't talk about any of the games that you're looking for in this video, I went over the first 8 games of the week in a previous video, so just go check out that one. It's right there waiting for you guys. Should be a lot of fun. Let's just get into it. Starting things off here with the Packers at the Browns. Pretty bummed about Tucker Kraft there. I don't feel like you can start him even if he plays. I know it sounds like he might even be able to suit up for this week, but just having an injury that seemed somewhat significant later on in the week makes you really scared. It's not a great matchup against the Browns anyway. I'd be sitting Tucker Kraft if I have him, even if he suits up. Jordan Love feels like a good option. We just saw Lamar throw all over the Browns. We haven't really seen any team be able to run on the Browns, so I think the Packers will have to do it through the air. Makes Love feel like a good option, along with Romeo Doubs and Matthew Golden, both as like low-end flex plays. It feels like one of them will have a good game. It's just tough to know which one, right? Just because you're getting a touchdown really for them to be make you happy, and tough to guarantee that. You're playing Josh Jacobs, but it's not great. Again, we just saw Derrick Henry get absolutely just destroyed by this Browns defense. So this Browns run defense is pretty solid. You don't necessarily have to play Josh Jacobs if you're loaded, but you're probably putting him in there for sure. For the Browns, there's not a single player you have to start. Quinshon Judkins will be the running back you're playing if you have to go there. Jerry Jeudy, Cedric Tillman, both very low-end flex plays if you need to play them. I would play both Golden and Doubs over both of those two. So again, I'm more than okay benching both those guys. And then Harold Fannin, I feel okay about. This is a Packers defense that plays a ton of zone. Fannin should do well against that. Same thing with David Njoku if you need to go there, although I do prefer Fannin over Njoku just because of the manufactured touches. But you could play either one of them. If I had to play one, it would be Fannin. In one league, I cut Kraft and Fannin. Made the mistake of playing Fannin over Kraft last week, but I'm probably going to go right back to the well and do that again this week. Next up, we've got the Jets at the Bucks. Pretty easy one here. For the Jets, Breece is a low-end running back 2, and Garrett Wilson will be a wide receiver 3. You don't have to play either one of those guys if you happen to have really good options elsewhere, but they're probably in your lineups. I'm not going to play any other Jet, though. For the Bucks, Bucky's a must-start. Evans and Igbuka both feel like wide receiver 3s. I would play both of them over Garrett Wilson if that's the sort of decision you guys were looking at. But Mike Evans, should get Sauce Gardner, but he's got such a great target share. I think we just betting on a touchdown happening there, and I feel okay about that this week. Baker, low-end quarterback 1. You don't have to play him, but also he's in play if you need him. Then I'm not going to get cute with anybody like Rachaad White or Cade Otton in this one. You don't need to go there here. Next, we've got the Broncos at the Chargers. For the Broncos, Courtland Sutton, still the wide receiver that I'd want to play. I know Troy Franklin's really coming on, and you can still use him as a low-end flex option, but I need to see it more before I would consider using him over Courtland Sutton. So Sutton's still in play for sure. J.K. Dobbins, low-end running back 2. Tough matchup here against the Chargers. We just saw them shut down Ashton Jeanty, so there's room for a bad game here. Definitely can't trust R.J. Harvey in this one yet either. It's just we need to see the usage there. We're still seeing Tyler Bidet. It's just not great. I need to see Harvey and Dobbins be a clear just 2 running back backfield before I trust that. I'd prefer to sit Bo Nix in this one. Again, this Chargers defense is really legitimate. I don't really want to get cute with that and feel like I have to force Nix in. You don't have to sit him either, but I wouldn't expect this to be a big week for him. Justin Herbert, however, he's in. He's just been too fantastic. Amarian Hampton, low-end running back 2 for me. I'd play him over J.K. Dobbins if that's a decision you guys have to make. But again, it's just tough. I know there's a really wide range of outcomes there. And then all 3 Charger wide receivers are in play. I would play Ladd over Keenan and then Keenan over Quentin Johnson. But all 3 of those guys are decent options if you have to go there. Next up, we've got the Saints at the Seahawks. For the Saints, Alvin Kamara, he's a running back 2. You're playing him. Juwan Johnson feels like a great streaming option. The Seahawks defense has been more than beatable by the opposing tight end position so far, and Johnson's incredibly involved, so you can use him for sure. Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, both low-end flex options. You don't have to play either one of them, but they're in play if you need them. Kenneth Walker, must start for Seattle. It sounds more and more like Zach Charbonnet will not suit up in this one, so it makes Kenneth Walker a smash play this week. I won't be shocked if he's a top 5 running back on the week. JSN, the only other Seahawk I would play. I know Cooper Kupp had a decent week last week. I'm not going to get cute and chase that. It's just going to be JSN and Walker for me for the Seahawks. Next, we've got a really fun game here between the Cowboys and the Bears. Really hoping for a shootout between 2 defenses that really haven't played very well so far this season. For the Cowboys, CD, Pickens, and Javonte, all three feel like must starts. Dak Prescott, great streaming option. I feel good about that, especially with Jalen Johnson out for the Bears. Jake Ferguson, decent streaming option as well if you want to go there for the tight end position. For the Bears, Rome Odunze, he's a must start. He's clearly emerging as the wide receiver one in this offense. And that's not a surprise, right? It's not like it's out of nowhere. We expected him to take a leap here in year 2, and it looks like he's doing that. So play Rome Odunze. This is an awesome matchup here against Dallas. Feel great about Caleb Williams as a streaming option as well. I'm playing him over Bo Nix in 2 leagues this week, so I feel good about that. Rush just dropped 450 yards on Dallas. I think we'll see some points get put up here by the Bears. DJ Moore, he's a flex play you can certainly use. DeAndre Swift, a running back 2 if he's active. If he's inactive for whatever reason, which I don't expect to happen because he was limited all week in practice, but I wouldn't get cute with either Monangai or Roschon. Roschon was banged up early on in the year, so it's tough to really know what that workload's going to be like if Swift were to miss. I don't want to get cute with any of the Bears running backs if Swift doesn't play here. Next up, we've got the Cardinals at the 49ers. McBride and James Conner, they're the only 2 must-starts for Arizona. Marvin Harrison, he's in, but you could have better options potentially. I don't want to overreact early on in the year here just because the Cardinals really have been winning pretty substantially for most of their offensive snaps so far this season, so it's tough to really know what they want to do on offense just yet, so don't panic there. But you could potentially have better options than Marvin Harrison. Kyler Murray, low-end option as well. You could certainly play him, but again, if you have a better option, like I'd play Caleb over him. It's possible you just have a better waiver wire option than Kyler. For the Niners, Christian McCaffrey, he's a must-start. Pearsall and Jennings are both in play here. They're the only other Niners I would even look at. I would play Pearsall over Juwan Jennings, but you can play either one of them. They're both like wide receiver 3/flex plays this week. Next up, we've got a fun Sunday night game. We've got the Chiefs going to the Giants. One of these teams will be 0-3, and I sure hope it's the Chiefs, so let's go Giants this week. Patrick Mahomes is really the only Chief I feel decent about, especially if Xavier Worthy doesn't play. You're probably still playing Travis Kelce, but it's not looked good so far this season. I could see a world where maybe you have Kelce and like Juwan Johnson. I'd play Johnson over him, so Kelce's not a must-start by any means. And then again, like I said, I'm not going to play any other Chiefs unless Xavier Worthy suits up, then you could consider him. For the Giants, Malik Neighbors must start every single week. Wan'Dale Robinson, low-end flex option, better in full PPR for sure. And then at the running back spot, Scadaboo is better than Tyrone Tracy, it seems like, but I don't really love either. I'd probably prefer to bench both those guys this week. And the final game of the week here, we've got a must-see matchup between the Lions and the Ravens. Really, everyone's in this one. For the Lions, Goff is in. Should be a high-scoring game. Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Laporta, and Jameson Williams all feel like must-starts in this one as well. David Montgomery, really only a question mark for the Lions, but with just such a high over-under, I feel pretty good about just betting on a touchdown there for Monty. For the Ravens, Lamar, Derrick Henry, and Zay Flowers, they're all must-starts as well. Probably it for Baltimore. I don't want to get cute with Rashad Bateman. I'm not going to play DeAndre Hopkins with his limited snap share. Let's keep an eye on Isaiah Likely. If he just comes out and has a massive target share right away, it'd be good to know that because Mark Andrews has not looked good so far this year. If Isaiah Likely does emerge as like the clear tight end 1, there could be value there. So I want to watch that, but I'm not going to play either tight end for Baltimore this week. So that'll do it for the starts and sits in week 3. Like I said, if you guys have any specific start-sit questions, just let me know in the comments below. I love interacting with you guys there. It's part of what makes this so much fun for me. So again, any questions, I'm here to help. I will get you guys a response before the games kick off, so long as you give me like at least an hour before the games kick off. I'll typically check things like at the latest sometime between like 9 and 9:30 in the morning Pacific time. So make sure you get your comments in before then. That way I can help you guys get your lineup set. If you haven't already, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. It's going to continue to be about 5 videos a week all season long throughout the course of the entire year. So make sure you guys are subscribed. That way I can help you guys win your leagues, and that way we can have a lot of fun together. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. If you made it this far in the video, give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys with the next one. Peace, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, check out these other videos here if you haven't. If you want more content, please feel free to follow me on Twitter at RealSteelFFB. I'll be more active on there as the season goes on. Thanks. Catch you later.